In the desolate outskirts of a forgotten town, shrouded in perpetual mist and haunted by the eerie cries of unseen creatures, there stood Blackthorn Manor, a dilapidated mansion that bore witness to unspeakable horrors. Its crumbling facade, adorned with gnarled vines and broken windows, whispered tales of a family consumed by darkness. The Blackthorns, once revered for their immense wealth, were known to dabble in forbidden arts that blurred the line between the living and the dead. One fateful night, a sinister force unleashed chaos within the mansion's walls. The air itself seemed tainted, and the skies wept blood as an otherworldly fire consumed the manor, claiming the Blackthorns in a dance of malevolent flames. Over the years, the mansion gained a sinister reputation, its ghostly inhabitants said to hunger for the souls of the living. The townspeople dared not utter its name, for fear that the very mention would summon the spirits that lingered within. Yet, there were always those drawn to the macabre, lured by the whispers of the damned and the promise of unearthly secrets. One moonless night, a group of unsuspecting thrill-seekers gathered on the outskirts of the cursed town. Their breath visible in the cold, they approached Blackthorn Manor, the silence broken only by the distant howls of wolves and the rustle of unseen entities in the shadows. As they crossed the threshold, an oppressive atmosphere settled around them, as though the very walls were alive with malevolence. The mansion seemed to pulse with a ghastly energy as the group delved deeper into its decaying chambers. Disembodied whispers crawled through the air, weaving tales of despair and the insatiable hunger of the spirits within. Unseen eyes watched from the darkness, and the air itself seemed to constrict, suffocating the intruders with an ominous presence. Each step echoed through the mansion like a funeral dirge, the flickering candlelight casting grotesque shadows that danced upon the peeling wallpaper. Paintings of the Blackthorn family stared down with accusing eyes, their twisted faces contorted in eternal agony. The explorers pressed on, unable to resist the magnetic pull that drew them further into the heart of the haunted manor. As they reached the grand hall, a bone-chilling wind swept through, extinguishing their flickering flashlights. In the suffocating darkness, the group became aware of a spectral symphony, the tortured moans of the departed, the anguished wails of unseen entities, and the haunting echoes of long-forgotten melodies. The air grew thick with the stench of decay, and icy fingers traced patterns on the skin of the intruders. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream pierced the oppressive silence. The group recoiled in terror as the ghostly figure of the Blackthorn patriarch materialized before them. His eyes glowed like hellfire, and the air resonated with the anguished echoes of a long-forgotten curse. The very fabric of reality seemed to unravel as the apparition reached out, its touch carrying the weight of 1,000 lost souls. In a frenzy, the group fled the mansion, their minds haunted by the harrowing sights and sounds that defied reason. The darkness seemed to pursue them, clinging to their every step as they stumbled into the moonlit night. The tortured wails of the mansion's spectral inhabitants echoed in their ears, a haunting reminder that some secrets are better left buried in the depths of the supernatural abyss. As they emerged into the cold embrace of the night, the group realized that they had become unwilling vessels for the malevolent spirits they had awakened. The once thriving town, now cloaked in an eternal shadow, watched with silent dread as the cursed souls of Blackthorn Manor claimed new victims, their tormented whispers echoing through the desolate streets, forever binding the living to the accursed realm of the beyond.